Hello and welcome. Beautiful, sacred souls. Thank you for joining me here today. I appreciate your support. If you're here, I have a message for you. This is a collective reading, so please remember it is not personal, and take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. All right, so we're going to get going on these swatches today. I am guided to use them, and I'm guided not to show it. So I'm going to do that. So that tells me that I am going to pull my cards first. So you may want to just move forward. What do we have here? Feels like, yeah, there's 5. Okay, that is a lot. Okay, I'm going to take them because lately Spirit has been bringing in messages that are just really, really incredible. I set those there. My last reading just kind of blew me away with the cards that came out. So let's see if they can blow us away again. I'm sure they can if we're open to it. I'm hearing the word freedom. Freedom. All right, let's reveal the swatch. There's so many things that I'm seeing. I'm seeing, first of all, somebody dancing. But I'm also seeing the infinity, like if you look here, but it's not quite. It hasn't quite come together. But within here, I'm seeing a bird. It looks like a bird here. This blue here, like you can see there is way more black than there is blue here. This is almost representative of the throat chakra here, and how there's a lot of energy that is pooling on the outside of this throat chakra, trying to get in. So this is talking to me about somebody that needs to speak, somebody that needs to use their voice in some way, sound, whatever that is. Okay. This is talking to me about extending your reach. Extending your reach. Okay. What else do we have with this spirit? Okay, here's wisdom. Right at the center, we got wisdom. Ending. They want me to put it here. That's kind of weird. Okay. Face to face. Healed. I always get this off center. I'm sorry, you guys. This is my wisdom card as well. And we got wisdom here spoken. Like this is about whale wisdom. Like with the water, I see this as the whale and moving things back in to create like almost like a soul retrieval. Oh my goodness. Here's 144. Memories. Inner child. Inner child came out in the last reading at the very end. They brought the inner child out. One. I'm hearing a song, but how does that go? One heart, one love. This is definitely talking about, like I say, coming together here, like, you know, with this voice here. This is talking to me kind of like the infinity, you know. And this is about coming together here, understanding this here. We understand all of this in the outer realms, the outer planes, but here it's harder for us. So this is more about coming together in that wisdom. This is something about ending a cycle. Some kind of a cycle that's going to be ending for you guys. Oh, they're telling me here, okay. And they'll make me move cards sometimes because it will bring different messages depending on the energies. When they intertwine, those energies intertwine. Yeah. You're remembering that everything that exists is one. And this is bringing in this wisdom, bringing yourself back, facing, you know, facing your own shadow and your own light. Because we're not just talking about, like everybody talks about how we have to face our shadow. But for me, it's been way harder for me to face my light than it has for me to face my shadow. It's been really easy for me to be able to face and to admit that, you know, that I am human and that I'm certainly not perfect. But facing that light within that shadow and recognizing the light that exists within that shadow has been the hardest thing for me. And I if you're here listening to this, you'll resonate with this too. You know, you may find it really difficult to receive any kind of praise, to receive any kind of credit for anything that you've done. You may even find it difficult to receive love from other people. You know, you may be the one that is always giving, and you constantly criticize yourself for who you are. You recognize the shadow within yourself. You recognize all of those things that as a human you have experienced, and you recognize all, let's say, your faults. okay? What you consider to be faults. But those are not faults. Those are a gateway to the light. And all you have to do is open up that door, because that light is right there. And when you open up that door, that light floods in. And when we have been in the darkness for so long, when the light floods in, what do? We close our eyes. We can't face that light. It is too bright for us. It is too brilliant. It is too hard for us to be able to believe. And for me, it has been the hardest part of my journey has been in acknowledging my light. My shadow is easy to acknowledge. You know, I see it everywhere. I see it in everything. I see it in all reflections. And if you are on here, you do too, 1122. You do too. But we are all one, and the shadow and the light are one. One doesn't exist without the other. And you're going to come face to face with that remembrance, with the memories being here, and these light codes that are on this card here. And I'm just going to show you this in a close-up here, because those are light codes that came through on that card. And I don't have a lot of light codes on my cards. I do have some. The wisdom card as well holds light codes. Awishneha, Awishneha, Wikinimai, Haya, Tu Karamahai, Sho Sanahe, Vishnamai, Hakarahana, Akaraana, Vishnamai, Shoshanaha, Awinihanaya, Awinihanaya, Koshaniha, Wikinamaya, Toranihaya, Gana, Vikinimaya, Tikani. And that is just light codes to bring in the acceptance of the self, of the love of the self, because that is where the light is. All right, let's see what else we have here. Full Moon Temple. This is fascinating, because my last reading, I was guided to talk about a ritual, a full moon ritual, for you to do in order to make that connection. And I feel like there's something that is coming in for sure that is going to really, really help. And this could be this face-to-face, bringing in this wisdom here for you. Yeah, there's the mirror, and there's face-to-face. Come on, you guys. Other lives, past lives, and dimensional lives. Yeah, it feels to me that you are going to be facing your light. You're going to be facing your light. You are going to be facing the true essence of who you are and seeing that glory. And that may be difficult for you to see too, but it's going to crack you open. And I feel like that's what this is this being able to come together, you know, this extension, like this is an extension of love, that protection. There's two here, yeah, I thought so. Oh, awaken. Come on, you guys. This is so beautiful. And I know I keep saying that. I should get some stuff that says, this is so beautiful. Oh, and look at this one, the shadow self. Okay, you guys. And look at the beauty in this card with the shadow self. Look at the beauty of that. We can't deny it. Yeah, you're gonna get a glimpse of your light here. You're gonna come face to face, like with this mirror being here, this reflection, a portal of something that you're going to move through. Incredible, incredible spirit. What are we going to use for the tarot today. They're guiding me to this fantasy one. So that is where I will go. So let's see. And I didn't pull the tarot at the beginning even. Okay. I've been doing that. All right. Nine of Wands on the bottom, which talks about burdens, right? The wounded healer. And the wounded healer is about the burdens that we've had to carry here. And that is what brings us the wisdom. And nobody can take that from us. Nobody. With all the lives that you've had, right? Other lives, past lives, dimensional lives. You know, everything that's happening, the past, present, and future are all happening all at once. So all of those lives and all those wisdoms are happening right alongside of one another. You can reach out and grab anything. That's why we can grab that wisdom. And I was talking about that, I think, in my last reading. I talked about how Spirit said that I am that. I am that Spirit. That is me. I deny it, and I always say, well, that's Spirit. And they said to me, but you are Spirit. You're just embodying this avatar right now. But this is not who you are. This Spirit is who you are. So if you're on this spiritual journey and you believe, you know, in your that you have a higher self and everything, you have to believe that that wisdom that comes through is you. That is you. Because wisdom can be fed to you, but if you don't share it, what is it? It's nothing. If you don't do the work on yourself and have that open heart to share it, and that is you. That is you sharing, and that is Spirit working through you. 1717, 8-8. That is Spirit working through you. Okay. So what are we having here for? Let's see what we have for the tarot Spirit. What do you want to bring? Okay. What do you want to bring? I love how the shadow self came out. You know, when I was and awaken here came out as well. And I love how we've got the mirror and face to face. I love how wisdom is spoken about in different cards, and we've got wisdom here. And I love Spirit, you guys. And if you don't like to hear that I love Spirit, you're probably on the wrong channel. But you must be okay because you're in here quite a ways, and if you heard me say that, you're still listening. Okay. The bottom of the deck, we have the Four Wands. So the Four Wands talks about manifestation. It also talks about home. Okay? And what home is to you, you know. And home is your heart. It is your heart. That is love. Okay? So that's what that is. So, put that there because I'm running out of room. Yeah, and here's Six of Cups. Come on. Six of Cups is all about the past. When I see the Six of Cups, it's about childhood, it's about past lives, it's about, you know, relationships that we've had, right? And interesting because we've got inner child here as well. And this inner child, you know, is being healed. So that you can end all of this friction that you've had, so that you can come together, you know, with your soul, that you can unite, you can become that one. The unity. It's pretty beautiful. And here's the Seven of Swords, which talks about betrayal, cheating, you know, stealing. It also talks about secrets, keeping things to yourself. And this inner child as well, you know, you may have kept a lot of things to yourself and not talked about it. And you may be starting now to talk about it. You may be starting to process that. I know for me, I have recently been processing a lot of things that I have experienced as well. And a lot of people don't know what I've experienced. They like to think they have, you know, and even, you know, family and friends that think that they know you, they don't know you. They aren't with you 24 hours a day. They don't know your feelings towards things. They don't know your perspective on things because they have not experienced from your perspective what you have experienced. Okay? Oh yeah, transformation. And right by awaken here. Transformation. The death card. And here's coming together. Whenever I see the Lovers card, it always talks to me. It's not about so much about a physical relationship as it is about a spiritual relationship for me with the Lovers. You know, and that is the unity between shadow and light. Come on, I can't even make this up. Coming face to face with yourself, uniting, accepting, loving, blending, supporting, owning, taking responsibility, not just for your shadow, but for your light. Taking responsibility for your light, owning that wisdom, owning that love. It's not about, being arrogant or anything else, but it's about owning who you are. Because you can't do anything if you don't own it. If you constantly sit in, oh, well, it's not me, you're never going to do anything. You're never going to do anything. Do it for the love of it, but know that that love is coming from you and through you. Okay? Six of Wands. This is a victory card. Six of Wands talks about winning, being victorious. And this is, come on, you guys. I can't even make this up. I don't really have to talk too much about it because it's Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands was in my last reading as well. And Eight of Wands talks about fast communication. And to me, this talked about, even in the last reading, that coming together of the self. And there's so much of this right now with this new year and with this 2025 energy. And for me, it's a 9-year, and the 9 is all about the self. Discovering the self in the truth of who you are. Without guilt, without shame. Just acceptance, observation, love. Okay? Compassion. And I love this shadow self card. It's so beautiful. And then this awakened one. Like, look, it's like the light comes in and just boom. So beautiful. And here's the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is all about, finding true happiness, right? Finding the 9, which is the self again. Finding the happiness of the self. And look at this. Here's the Ace of Wands. New inspiration. New inspiration. I can't even make this up. I don't even have to say anything about it. I just have to say a couple of words because I've already said it here. What do we got? 3? Okay. King of Wands. This is leadership. Being the leader in your life. Oh, look at this. Here is the Emperor. Do we have the Empress in this one? No, but we got the Lovers. We had the Empress in the last reading. So this is about, the creation that you've had now. You're moving it into action. It's birthed. It's being born. Okay? And look at this, the 9 of Pentacles. The self. Like I said, you guys. Going for the self, finding out who you are. This is beautiful. I really can't make this up. I'm not going to pull anything else. This is so beautiful. I'm just going to leave it here. Thank you for all your support, and may you really find your light, because that is who you are in the true essence of the self. Remember, always let love be your guide.